Okay, this is my first time doing this. Well, my first time doing it with me recording my voice. And then I'm going to be putting it on YouTube, which I'd previously just done a stream, but nobody actually watched it, which I can understand. So now I'm going to go ahead and start work on my game and try to talk about it while I do. I might talk about what the game is first, I suppose. I have this is the official-ish, I guess. I'm the only one who gets to see it, except for you if you watch this right now, but this is the nice design document, just a few pages, and you know, some of the parts aren't filled out, and then this is my design document, which looks like this and is really long, and it will probably be a lot longer by the time I'm done. Done might mean that I quit. Done might mean that I give up. Done might mean that I actually get someplace close to finishing it, but probably not. So this is really just to, I don't know, show you the experience of trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing, because I don't really know most of the time. I just really like to do it. It's a hobby more than anything. But so this is the idea. It's a real-time tactical role-playing game. I was heavily inspired by XCOM to make this, and the fact that they're making a new XCOM that isn't like the XCOM I would make. Betrayal! And, but I'm also inspired by a bunch of other things, like, just random games that I like to play. So, the concept is, you're this guy that, you're recruiting a bunch of adventurers to go off to fight some sort of evil. It's undecided what said evil will be, but you send them off to destinations on the world map, and as they go along they get random encounters, and that, you know, that's when you go into the mission view, like in XCOM, whereas the map would be like the geoscape. And then you, in real time, control them. You can also press space. It actually works right now. You can press space to pause the action. This is actually really ugly. I don't want to show this. I don't know if I want to show this yet, but because a lot of I'm actually still working on just getting them to turn to face each other when they bump into each other. I am just doing this in Game Maker. Oh, see, that was nice. They all actually did it correctly, and then they're gonna fail and start spinning or something in a second here. Not yet. It's a little jerky, which is actually fine. I expect to do the sprites so they have like 8 directions, but of course, like I know this doesn't work. You don't know this doesn't work because you can see it working. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. I'm gonna actually, what I've done, the code to make it so that they actually turn to look at each other is really more complicated and patchwork than it needs to be, and I'm gonna do something completely different when I fix it. But this is what it looks like right now. But you can, and it works like you can press space and it pauses. And you can, you know, and then you can go around, you can do stuff. I can tell him to do this, I can say he should go attack that guy or whatever. And that's all cool. They've also, it's not displaying right now, but they also do have health. It's just a variable, so it's not like it was a big deal to put it in, but they do have health, and you can quickly, I can show that, but I'm not. And they'll be able to, what I'm hoping to do is get these little dots to fight each other, and that'll be the start. That'll be the first goal, is just get to where these dot guys can fight each other, and one side can win, and you can control your guys the whole time. Otherwise, it's just, well, we'll see where we go from there, I guess. Oh, that's fun. So, I guess what I'd be doing right now is trying to figure out how to fix the spinning. This is the patchwork code for that. The way, since direction is from 0 to 359 degrees, if somebody's facing in the like the 4th quadrant, and what they're trying to turn toward is in the 1st, my options are pretty limited because they'll always have like the direction to them will always be lower. Instead of being technically it's higher, and they should be turning to the left. And it's fine. What I'm thinking about doing is making it so that if that's not, like setting that as a special case, and then trying to set it up for everything else, instead of what I've got right now is setting up so that the special case is if they're in the same quadrant, and then they try to turn towards each other, which is a lot simpler. But I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna completely get rid of this. I'm gonna at least comment it out if I don't do anything else. I'm still gonna get the quadrant, so I'll have to do that. So start. Well, here, let me make sure I know where I'm doing this from. That's the one right there. And then it's just, and then you get to watch me code, I guess, because I don't know what else to do. I'm actually running out of time already. Oh well. I'll just keep going until I do run out of time. I had no idea that 10 minutes was that short. Okay, so I've got it set up, so I've got this script over here. Oh, I can't actually look at it while I'm in the code. I have this script called getQuadrant. It's really simple. It just returns the quadrant that something is in based on the degrees it's given. And that's simple. That gets the quadrant for both the character that is currently like trying to turn and the quadrant for the direction it's trying to turn to. And then I can go ahead and say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if quadrant 1 is, so if quadrant 1, Q1 here, that variable is the quadrant for the direction that the current character is facing, Q2 is where it's trying to face to. So if the quadrant is that top right quadrant that it's facing, and the quadrant for where it's trying to face is that bottom right quadrant, in that case, well, in that case they need to, because this has always been really confusing for me, and I've actually solved this exact problem repeatedly in the past, and I don't have that code anymore, so I'm going to have to try to figure this out again. Maybe next video, because I'm going to be running out of time shortly. Well, for now, let's just go ahead and work on this. I have to always kind of think about it. Sometimes I'll use scratch paper. I was thinking about using paint for scratch paper, so you can see my scratch paper, like where we've got, you know, this guy, and then this is the other guy. So this is the guy that's looking, and this guy is maybe facing in this direction, right? And here's your quadrants, and he's want to face this way towards this guy. And the conundrum is that right here is 0, and where this guy is facing is like, say, 300 or something, I don't care. And where this guy is facing is maybe 45 degrees. See, so if I just do a regular test and I say, okay, well, if he's greater than, then turn left. If he's less than, then turn right. Even though he should be turning left here, he'll turn right. And that's where the problem comes in. And, yeah. And actually, it still doesn't work like if you're facing this way. This is why I had to think about this really hard. I'm going to run out of time really shortly. This is where, like, because if he's facing this way, he has to turn right, like if he's facing this way specifically. Whereas if he's facing this way, it's fine. He'll turn right because this guy's less. But he's facing this way, this guy's still be less, and he'll turn left or right instead of left. So what I really need to do is I need to figure out, I need to figure out a way to kind of normalize the positions with each other. And what I'm probably going to do is go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up now. And I don't know when I'm going to post these videos or not, like whether I'm going to post them like as I do them or if I'm going to stagger them. So until next time, which might mean tomorrow, and it might mean some other time, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this one and then record the next one.